Welcome to Higher Calling Wildlife. This is Chester Moore, continuing our series on Black Panthers in America. And I want to talk to you about a cat that you probably have never heard of, the black longtail. But first, go subscribe to this channel, Chester Moore, wildlife journalist and investigator. You can help us spread our message of wildlife conservation, help me with my investigations, and also help spread the word about our youth outreach through Higher Calling Wildlife. We help hurting children, kids facing challenges ranging from abuse to terminal illness, have wildlife encounters and expeditions through our Wild Wishes program, Higher Calling Wildlife Expeditions, and our Kingdom Zoo Wildlife Center, which is exactly where I'm at right now. What the heck is a black longtail? It's a great question. This is a term that I coined because over a number of years, I'd say about 3 to 4 years, I kept getting photos of cats sent to me for people wanting to know what they saw out in the wild, thinking it's a black panther. And the cat obviously had some domestic lineage, but it was taller and had a longer tail. I mean, like a really long jaguarundi type length tail to them on most of these. I call them a black longtail. There's something happening with domestic cats out there. Now, if you look at Australian research, Australia, like America, has a horrible feral cat problem. And they are finding routinely domestic cats feral breeding populations in the wild that are 48 inches plus in length. There's even reports of some that are much larger than that. Now, if you have a 48-inch, 4-foot long domestic cat that would probably be about that tall, we're talking big bobcat size height, 48 inches long, black cat, what do you think people are going to think that is? They're going to call it a black panther because people don't know what's going on out there. And the truth is, we don't know for sure what's going on. Is it possible that these generations-long feral house cat populations have hybridized maybe with bobcats or something else? Or is it some kind of an evolutionary process that happens really, really fast where animals are responding to the needs they have for the wild? So these cats are getting darker colors to survive in the wild, maybe getting larger to attack larger prey and stuff like that. What's going on in Australia is fascinating. What's going on in America, in my opinion, is equally fascinating. I think that there are some cats out there. My friend Jeff Stewart has posted a photo of a really strange looking domestic cat lineage cat that looks like it could have been a hybrid with something else. I'm going to show you some photos here of ones that were sent to me that definitely have some domestic lineage, but they have something else. And this photo right here you're about to look at is one that came from one of my game cameras I put in front of a live trap that I had set in some woods in a certain area. And this cat showed up at night and it showed up during the day. And these are the images that I got. Look at the tail on this thing. Look at the weird, almost triangular ear shape of this cat. Now, we have others that are much larger. The one you're going to see here going down the water trough, this is the one I coined the term black longtail for. Big-bodied cats, but definitely domestic lineage. And I think what's happening is, I think there are so many domestic cats in the wild feral breeding populations. I'm talking about in the interior of wilderness. I've encountered them in the Big Thicket National Preserve. I've encountered them in places like the Sabine National Wildlife Refuge. There are domestic cats everywhere. When I say domestic, I mean feral domestic, living in the wild, surviving. And we're seeing cats out there that are not just your normal feral house cat. They're much larger. What do you think about the theory of the black longtail? What do you think about domestic feral cats getting a lot larger and surviving in the wild? Have you ever seen one? If you have a video or photo one, shoot me an email at chester@chestermore.com. Judgment-free zone. We won't make fun of you. We appreciate you engaging us. Leave your comments below, continuing our conversation and series on Black Panthers in America.